Hello, welcome to first episode of West Kentucky Student News. I'm Marian Portoliano, sophomore at McCracken County High School.
And I am Ethan Morgan, freshman at Marshall County High School. So you're probably asking yourself, what is the West Kentucky Student News?
This program brings together high school students from across the region to learn about live television production while delivering news highlights from each school. Here to tell us more is West Kentucky Community and Technical College Student Government Association President Lexi Harned.
The television department at West Kentucky Community and Technical College, along with the local cable channel Paducah 2, is launching a new program called West Kentucky Student News. The program brings together students from local high schools along with students from WKCTC's Paducah School of Art and Design who are interested in various aspects of video production, journalism, and live TV programming. Here to tell us more are television production coordinator Dan Sheppard and television department programmer Andy Dew.
Back in the summer, we're trying to look for ways that we could collaborate because Andy teaches part-time at Community Christian Academy.
If we combine forces with other schools, I really think it would help out our community. And we can have a community effort growing and learning about film and technology.
And what we came up with was the student news program. We will have students who are anchoring out in the TV studio, and we'll have students who will be sitting here pushing all these buttons, and students doing audio.
The program is going to look like a newscast. It's going to be students talking to the camera, and then they're going to be sending it off to stories that each school that is a part of this will be airing and making that they share at their own school, but we're going to combine those and make them, for the community so that the entire community can see what's going on in each of these schools.
I hope that students have fun with this. Even if you don't think that television production is in your future, as we've all learned in the last few years with COVID, everyone in the world needs these kind of skills. So at the very least, the skill set that they're developing can help them in almost any job in the future.
Thank you, Dan and Andy. You can see West Kentucky Student News on Paducah 2's YouTube and Facebook pages, as well as on Channel 2 on Paducah's Comcast cable system.
Thank you for that, Lexi. And I'm so happy to be here as this is one of the first stepping stones in our future careers.
And maybe you'll see us next time on the bigger screen. If your high school would like to participate in West Kentucky Student News, contact Dan Sheppard at dan.sheppard@kctcs.edu or call 270-534-3214. Again, that is 270-534-3214.
The Marshall County High School Business Department, along with our friends from CFSB, cut the ribbon on the Star Bank. It's a student-led bank in the Commons and available to all students. Students can open the accounts for checking, savings, and even take out loans for $50. It's a great experience for the future.
3, 2, 1.
As CEO of Star Bank, I conduct meetings with our team. I oversee all the operations. I make the big decisions, and I also break up the work to distribute it to our team. Really, our goal this year is to get more student involvement and to make the bank like something that students want to use.
A second-year member of the Star Bank class, and I applied last year and did not get it, but I was the vice president last year, so I was hoping to do better this year, and I did, and that makes me feel good. I'm just going to try, like I said, and lead this bank in the right direction and hopefully do some cool things this year. Last year, we were very successful in our Toys for Kids drive, which is where we went to local businesses around the Marshall County and McCracken County area and got money for toys for kids. And one day with the class, we went to Walmart and bought like a lot of kids Christmas. I think we ended up buying seven different kids at Christmas that year, and that's something pretty special to do.
Students have a ton of options for extracurricular activities at McCracken County High School. That's true for both sports and music, but that's especially true for the clubs you can join that meet either before or after school. Mustang TV's Ella Troop took a look at 2 newer clubs on campus gaining popularity.
McCracken's newest club, the Equality Club, meets in Mr. Schruffle's room. President Corey Bailey says that the club's goal is to help and support everyone.
Equality Club is basically a club that just is trying to provide a safe space for everyone in the school. We accept anyone and everyone. It's equality.
Kean Gardner encourages everyone to join.
There's a lot of separation between people and what they look like or how they act, and I want to have a space where people can just feel like they aren't excluded from anything.
Esports, which was already a club prior to this year, has experienced steady growth since its founding. The club meets in Mr. Gardner's room to play video games after school. Senior Tay Ranella says he is glad he joined esports.
I joined because I was bored one day and needed something to do. Turned out it was a good decision.
Senior Ray Hobbs enjoys esports for a different reason.
You make a bunch of friends, and like I have a couple of friends from esports that I talk to them all the time, and it's our own little community, and we have inside jokes, and it's great.
Local EMTs and firefighters gathered at the Marshall County Technical Center for rescue training. Here, you can see the first responders recreating a grain truck accident. Suffocation from engulfment is a leading cause of death in the grain bin industry, so it's very important for our first responders to know how to help in these special cases. The Marshall FFA had the special opportunity to take part in these classes as well, and they plan to collaborate and host their own seminar concerning farmer suicide in the near future.
The Main Tail Yearbook is McCracken County's high school's student-made yearbook. The students in Miss Stephanie's Rathgaber's yearbook and journalism classes are taking with creating the 300 to 400 page yearbooks. Picture Day is the first step in the creation, but junior Jalen Martis gave us some insight on what comes next.
Right now, to start on the yearbook, we're trying to make sure we all sit down and talk as a group to make sure that we're getting everybody's ideas and everybody's involved in the yearbook. Now that Picture Day is over, we're trying to work on getting as many people as we can in the yearbook. Even if they're not involved in any clubs or any sports, we try to include everybody inside of the yearbook so they have memories to go back and look on.
You can purchase the book, which highlights the school's 10th year anniversary, at yearbookforever.com. If you order by December 31st, the cost is $50. Prices jump to $65 on January 1st.
Student athletes from Kentucky, Illinois, and Tennessee recently came together to race at the Marshall County Invitational Tournament. This is the 43rd year Marshall has hosted the event. Over 800 runners participated this year, making it one of the largest races ever in the state. MCHS coach Chris Carrick says it's always a great day.
It's a great experience because you're standing there and you've got basically a small herd of buffalo that come by. You've got all the fans that are lining the course from beginning to end. You get a lot of great cheering from everybody. And cross country is a different beast. You go to a soccer, football, or basketball game, and that's our enemy, and we got to beat them, and everybody leaves. And if you lose, you're unhappy. Cross country is one of those races. It's the same as track. People that get involved realize everybody supports everybody else. It's fantastic to see your first place runner, lots of cheers and yelling. Your last place runner, lots of cheers and yelling. I mean, everybody just supports everybody. It's a fantastic environment.
As we enter the second 9 weeks, some students at McCracken County High School now enter the classroom's doors with things on their minds heavier than Chromebooks: grief. It's not easy and can impact you or a friend at unexpected times. McCracken's Nora Brown and Alex Gilmore spoke to their licensed therapist on some ways you can help yourself or a friend.
Losing a friend is really hard. It's just really sad.
Over the past week here at McCracken, many have felt loss, some for the first time. It could be a friend, a parent, or another relative. We spoke with a licensed therapist, Janice Schofield, about many ways to cope.
So some of the things that help sometimes are just to kind of keep a normal schedule as much as possible, to spend time with your friends, to do things that you would normally do in a routine week. Sometimes it helps to be able to talk to an adult that you trust, to be able to confide in your friends, a parent, a guidance counselor, maybe your favorite teacher, maybe somebody else who was close to the person that you've lost as well. Sometimes that helps. For somebody here at school who's struggling, there's always the guidance counselors. That's the best place to start. And then we do have 2 therapists here at school. So if the guidance counselor feels like that you may need more than that, then they can always set you up with counseling that's available here at school. There's a lot of really good counselors in our community too, but we do have services that are available here at school.
Parents with students at McCracken can contact Four Rivers Behavioral Health in downtown Paducah and set up an intake appointment with their student to see Ms. Schofield or the other licensed therapist during the school day. Students thinking they may need to be seen can ask their guidance counselor for a referral. The therapist will then contact their parents.
Recently, over 100 students from Paducah-Tillman, St. Mary, Livingston County, Ballard Memorial, as well as McCracken County High Schools had the chance to see and experience what career opportunities might be possible at the Who Works the Rivers event. Organized by the Riverworks Discovery, the event featured demonstrations by the representatives from the Krantz Corporation, Ingram Barge Company, Excel Marine, Marquette Transportation Company, Tennessee Valley Towing, and the United States Army Corps of Engineers, Paducah's River Discovery Center, and WKCTC's Marine Way Training Center. Who Works the Rivers was held at WKCTC's main campus and its Marine Way Training Center in downtown Paducah. Riverworks Discovery is a nonprofit based in Iowa that provides education about the commerce, culture, and conservation and careers of the great rivers of the United States of America and their watersheds.
West Kentucky Community and Technical College recently introduced 2 new scholarships to help students of all ages. The Mackenzie Scott Opportunity Scholarship is a new need-based scholarship for students under the age of 25. And for those over the age 25, the college created the Adult Promise Scholarship. With these 2 scholarships, everybody is covered. Here's Lee Emmons and Chase Durance with West Kentucky to explain.
We were very fortunate at WKCTC to receive a large gift from philanthropist Mackenzie Scott in late 2020, and we've really tried to use that money to specifically help students. And one of the ways we're doing that is through the Mackenzie Scott Opportunity Scholarship, the SOS Scholarship, for students up through age 24.
And it's a scholarship that helps those students who may not get quite as much need-based aid from the FAFSA. So maybe they didn't get enough grant money to cover the full cost of going to school.
Students may be surprised to find out they actually qualify because it does cover a wider range than some need-based scholarships and other aid.
So we have additional awards up to a couple $1,000s for those students to help fill in the gap between what they are eligible for and what it costs to go to school here at WKCTC.
The Adult Promise Scholarship is specifically for students aged 25 and older who may have been thinking about coming back to school.
Those are the students that sometimes get left out of those traditional first-year scholarships. And so we wanted to expand access to those students and provide an opportunity for them to come to school at an affordable rate.
Other aid will be subtracted first, and then whatever remains can be covered completely by the Adult Promise Scholarship for students who qualify.
One of the biggest criteria is that the student has to be age 25 or older. So that's one of the important pieces to remember. But additionally, you need to fill out an application on our website. It's quick, it's easy, it takes you less than 5 minutes, and you need to have the FAFSA completed as well. Additionally, if you're part of a technical program that might be eligible for the Work Ready Scholarship, we ask that you complete that application as well, and then we'll fill in the gap between what scholarships you have and what still needs to be paid on your bill.
So we have 2 scholarships that cover all age ranges. The Mackenzie Scott going up through age 24, the Adult Promise starting at age 25.
And closing out this newscast, students at Community Christian Academy take a look at a universal problem for high school students: crowded hallways before, between, and after classes.
They're coming! Who's coming?
Stop! In the name of the law!
Anna? What? I can't get to my locker. No! And I can't hold on much longer. No! No! Who's there?
Oh, yes.
Tyson, you were behind it the whole time?
It wasn't Tyson. It was Tiffany!
With the growth of the school, we can't stress hallway etiquette enough. So please, try to remember to be kind in the hallways. Oh no.
Thanks Thanks to CCA for reminding all of us that just a little hallway etiquette will help take the horror out of your day.
And thank you for joining us for this first episode of the West Kentucky Student News. See you next time.
The therapist